Monday morning, I was in the elevator, ranting into my phone about the new boss who'd just parachuted into our department. I didn't hold back, I tore him apart. Then a low chuckle came from behind me. Ava, looks like you've grown a spine since I last saw you. I whirled around and locked eyes with a pair I hadn't seen in years, but knew better than my own. My ex-boyfriend had just become my direct supervisor. My entire body went rigid. The phone nearly slipped from my fingers. Lily was still going hello? Hello? On the other end. But I couldn't force out a single word. The elevator's bright lights cast sharp shadows across the man's features. He stood there with perfect posture, wearing an expensive charcoal trench coat. The boyish softness had vanished from his face, replaced by the composed intensity of a man who'd seen the world. A hint of amusement played at the corner of his mouth as he watched me, unblinking. My mouth opened and closed. My throat had gone dry. On pure instinct, I choked out, "Ethan?" Ethan didn't respond immediately. Those deep-set eyes swept across my face, taking in my disheveled hair from rushing and my makeup-free face. His smile deepened, though it never reached his eyes. Seems like I made this surprise a bit too grand. Reality crashed down on me. I understood exactly what he meant. Ethan Joel was the new boss I'd just been trashing. Oh God, what kind of twisted fate was this? I'd imagined countless scenarios of running into my ex, but none of them looked like this disaster. Me with my exhausted, bare face after an all-nighter, wearing a wrinkled windbreaker, dragging an oversized suitcase like some kind of refugee. And worst of all, mere seconds ago, I'd been gleefully roasting him to his face. I wanted to die from embarrassment. Thank God the elevator moved fast. The doors dinged open at our floor. Relief flooded through me. I stepped aside reflexively, forcing out a professional smile that probably looked more like a grimace. "Mr. Joe, after you." Something flickered in Ethan's eye, surprise. "Maybe." He gave a small nod and strode out of the elevator, his long legs eating up the distance. I ducked my head and hurried after him, my heavy suitcase wheels squeaking obnoxiously. Without warning, Ethan stopped dead in his tracks. Wham! Unable to brake in time, I crashed face first into his broad back. Pain shot through my nose, sharp enough to bring tears to my eyes. Ethan let out a low grunt and turned around. His expression had darkened. When he spoke, I could hear him gritting his teeth. "Ava, running into you never ends well." I clutched my nose, about to snap back at him, but he didn't give me the chance. His next words hit exactly where it hurt. "Weren't you in a rush to clock in? Keep dawdling and you can kiss that perfect attendance bonus goodbye." Oh crap. Clock in. My bonus. My short-circuited brain finally rebooted. Forget ex-boyfriends. Forget parachuting bosses. When it came to cold hard cash, everything else took a back seat. I didn't spare another thought for my throbbing nose or the awkwardness. I maneuvered around him with my suitcase and bolted toward the reception desk like I was running the 100-meter dash. Behind me, I thought I heard Ethan snort softly. "Beep late." The time clock displayed 9:01 a.m. in merciless red letters. 1 minute, $300. Gone. I wanted to cry. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Ethan strolling leisurely through the company entrance, completely at ease. Damn capitalists. When would I ever escape the tyranny of time clocks? At the morning meeting, the CEO personally attended to introduce Ethan to our department. The fanfare said it all, this guy had serious connections. Maybe my resentful stare was too obvious. When Ethan gave his introduction, his gaze swept past me and he paused, almost imperceptibly. I straightened my spine instinctively and opened my eyes even wider in defiance. Ethan looked away quickly. I had to admit, personal grudges aside, his presence commanded the room. After the meeting ended, I sidled up to Lily at the neighboring desk and lowered my voice, looking for an ally. "Did you see that entrance? So much pomp and circumstance. This morning I was saying new broom sweep clean. Who knows who's going to get burned first?" To my shock, Lily propped her chin in her hands with a dreamy expression. "Oh, Ava, you're way too pessimistic. Being gorgeous is basically a free pass. You know? And did you hear the way Mr. Joe spoke? That logic, that presence. Me, traitor. Won over by a pretty face already. Another female colleague joined the fan club. Right. That coat. That build. That voice. He's like walking testosterone. I'm actually motivated to work overtime now. I could only lament the injustice of it all. Good looks really did rule the world. At lunch in the cafeteria, I stabbed viciously at my rice. My eyes kept drifting toward the private dining room where Ethan was having lunch with the company executives. He moved with elegant grace, laughing and chatting effortlessly. Then I looked at my colleagues beside me. Normally they inhaled their food like starving wolves. But today they were all chewing delicately, sneaking glances at the private room. Sure enough, being hot meant you could be someone's whole meal while also ruining everyone else's appetite. That afternoon, our department became unnaturally busy. People from other departments found every excuse imaginable to drop by delivering documents, asking for approvals, even just passing through to get water. The traffic was endless. Our peaceful office had turned into a tourist attraction. The constant parade of people made me dizzy and inexplicably irritated. I stood up and yanked the hallway blinds shut with one sharp motion. Inside the office, Ethan sat in his glass-walled space, head bent over documents with intense focus. I stared at him and couldn't help muttering under my breath, "Attention-seeking peacock ... The instant the words left my mouth, Ethan looked up without warning. His eyes cut through the glass and caught mine with laser precision. My heart skipped a beat. No way. Was the soundproofing that bad? Or did he have eyes in the back of his head? I plastered on an awkward smile and quickly sat back down at my desk, pretending to work while my mind raced. Why did Ethan seem to have it out for me? How else could I explain getting caught red-handed every single time I did something bad?